going on, Jerome's? For entertainment purposes only, if you're punting a couple of jelly beans out there, Week 12 NFL action picks, sure to go wrong. Again, entertainment purposes only. But we have crawled out of the abyss. So we were 7-5-1 last week, tailing a 9-3-1 Week 10, 8-5 Week 9. We basically put our ass in the jackpot, but we've crawled our way out of it. We're now 73-8 on the year. Exactly 50%, but of course still losing money with the juice. Again, that's why it's... Ooh, what happened? Oh, there we go. Again, that's why it's stupid to bet the whole card, but again, this is for funsies. So, no teams on bye this week. All hands on deck for the Thursday game, so let's go through it. First up, the Packers, the Greasy Grandma Green Bay Packers on the road against Detroit. Now, I really hate to say it, but obviously it would be good if the Lions lost this game for playoff purposes. I'm not scared about Green Bay creeping into the wild card run. So, honestly, if whatever, but it's a division game. You're getting the hook on the 7. So I just can't do it. There you go. I hate it, but whatever. Next up, the Commies on the road against Dallas, getting 12.5. Now, Washington is a bad football team. But I do think divisional games have a little something extra. I think that the NFL was very smart in doing all 3 division games on Thursday. But I don't know. I feel like the Washington loss was deflating to the Giants. I mean, they got curb stomped. And Dallas is currently rolling at this point in time. I think that Washington is just ready to give up on Ron Rivera. So I actually do think that Dallas wins probably by 13, 14 points. So... even though it's a big number, I'm going to fade it in this point. Next up, you have the Niners on the road in Seattle. Now, Seattle is dinged up. Geno maybe incapacitated for this game after that Aaron Donald hit. San Francisco is rolling. They're hating. And on the road, obviously, they would love to make a statement up in the Emerald City. So I think that San Francisco does cover the 7. I think this ends up being like a 23-13 type game. Then Friday, Black Friday game. This game looked better on paper before the start of the year, but the Dolphins on the road against the Jets. Tim Boyle, it's going to be the boil on a lot of Jets fans' ass after this game. Tim Boyle is not good. The Dolphins are good at beating up on bad teams, and they struggle with good teams. So I do think that the Dolphins win in this spot. I win relatively large. I would love to see Butt Fumble 2.0. That'd be great. Sunday noon games. So... this is so stupid, but Saints, Falcon, can this game just end in a tie? But the Saints are getting a point on the road. I do think that whether it's Jameis, whether it's Derek Carr, I think that also Michael Thomas being on IR actually helps them out. So, yeah, give me the Saints. Then you got the Steelers on the road. No Matt Canada, which is fantastic against the Bengals. No Joe Burrow, which is not so fantastic for them. I think Pittsburgh goes in. I think they actually put the bang thing on Cincinnati. I think that this is a 23-9 type game. Well, I guess that's bang thing for the Steelers. There you go. Next up, you got the Carolina Panthers at the Tennessee Titans. Carolina is getting 3 points in this spot. Carolina tries hard. But I actually do think that Will Levis and company get back off the schneid. I mean, Will Levis was impressive against the Falcons, and he's looked like ass the last couple weeks. I think that they get it done in this spot. Then you got the Buccaneers on the road against Indianapolis. Indy is off a bye. Gardner Minshew magic continues to roll along. Tampa Bay's defense is dinged up, and they're Garbaggio, and Baker Mayfield ain't nothing to write home about. I think Indianapolis wins. I think that they cover the 2.5. Jacksonville versus Houston is actually a really damn good game. Jacksonville, fresh off their shellacking of the Titans. Houston is on a nice run. They're currently in the playoff places. C.J. Stroud is playing like an MVP candidate, and I like Houston in this spot. I mean, yes, it's only 2 points. I would consider teasing this, so you get more. Touchdown plus in this spot, but give me Houston to win outright in this game. Love to see it. Next up, you have the Patriots at the Giants. Ugh. Come on. But I think the Patriots are this close to imploding on quitting on Belichick. They might already be there. Tommy DeVito, a.k.a. Danny DeVito. I think he has another big-time game against a suddenly struggling Patriots defense. The Kansas City Chiefs on the road against the Raiders. It's like rivalry week. I love when the NBA, the NFL, I say NBA. I'm watching the NBA right now. Just sort of mishmashes up with college football. But the Chiefs are not impressive this year. I do think that they will bounce back. I think that they do win against the Raiders, but I think the Raiders keep this thing close. I think this ends up being like a 27-20 type game. So give me the 9 points for the home team. Then you got the Bills on the road against Philly. Buffalo shellacked the Jets. Philly got a narrow win against the Chiefs, but I'm still not buying into the Eagles team. I'm really not. Now, I don't know if Buffalo wins this game because maybe bad Josh Allen shows up, but I think they keep it close enough. Give me the 3 points plus the hook. And then you got the Rams on the road against Arizona. TBD what happens with Cooper Kupp in this game, but I actually think Arizona is kind of plucky, and I really do like Kyler Murray, so I think Arizona wins outright. Then you got the Browns up in the mountains against Denver. Denver's overrated. Yeah, they won 5 games in a row. The Vikings basically handed them that last game, but the Browns and DTR and that defense does travel. I think they get a win outright in Denver. Sunday Night Football, the Ravens on the road against the Chargers. It's a good-ass game. The Chargers are ready to implode, and they've already quit on Brandon Staley, and I think it's done, finito, dead and buried. So give me the Ravens to cover in this spot. I see this as like a 30-26 type game. There you go. Lastly, Monday Night Football. I mean, come on. The Vikings heading into the bye, they're going to exercise the demons, and I think that Josh Dobbs has himself a great game. I think the Flores defense completely flusters and flummoxes Justin Fields. I think the Vikings win a nice 26-10 type game going away. But that's it. That's it. Entertainment purposes only, Week 12 NFL picks. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But next time, Skol, production value.